Hello, and welcome everyone to a matchup between Blade versus Focus. Focus is spawned as the red orc player over here on the top left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, over here on the top right, we have Blade spawning as the blue human. Alright, let's see what's going to be happening in this human versus orc matchup. I am expecting Archmage versus Blade Master with casters and sorceresses, but I have been wrong since the most recent patch change, as things are progressing and there seem to be multiple ways and multiple decisions to make in order to multiple decisions to make in these matchups, and that's really what I want to see in a real-time strategy game. You make a decision, you make a choice, and then you respond and react according to what your opponent is doing. And I think that's one of the things that, as a personal player, I don't take enough time to really consider the type of strategy, the type of opening. Really high-level play comes down to min-maxing timing and split-second decisions, making sure you make the right choice at the right time. We'll see if this continues to be the case in this particular matchup. So far, we are scouting out. We see a delayed Voodoo Lounge, and whatever could that possibly mean, the Blade Master could try and wind walk, clear out the Ogre Magi here, pick up the very powerful consumable item while selling the Scroll of Town Portal, and wind walk away. And then the Voodoo Lounge should be ready by that time, or he can just go close to home, finish off the Ogre Warrior. Only time can tell. Meanwhile, it is going to be an Archmage with Footman, and now the follow-up question is going to be, when are we teching the tier 2, or are we going to be trying to set up an expansion first? That's really what we're looking for coming in from Blade, as human players generally have more options in terms of expansion versus tech compared to Orc. Now, we are going to get that Voodoo Lounge done, up and ready. Blade Master purposely pulling back units here. Grunt going to be making its way over. Are we going to take a look? Forest Troll Trapper now making its way there. There is going to be an ensnare, but it doesn't really matter since the Grunt is actually engaging. Blade Master is absorbing all of that damage and picks up a nice Claws of Attack +6 for himself. Because of his higher armor and his armor type, the heroic armor, he's actually taking less damage than would be placed on the Grunt, and one healing salve will be more than enough to recover from it. Blade Master now looking to walk back away. Meanwhile, Archmage quickly clears out the expansion and will be setting up an arcane tower alongside that town hall for an expansion type play. Quick expo coming in from Blade, and now the question followed up: when Focus spots this and scouts this out, how is he going to respond? He can try and set up an expansion of his own. Doesn't really work out. He can try to make his opponent pay for that expansion while not really getting too far behind. I believe that is going to be the case now, as we are looking at this scout tower getting done here. Tech or Orc Burrow is now done. Tech to tier 2 is about, 40% done, as the Blade Master going to make its way over and perhaps try to take down a handful of low hit point peasants. There goes, one peasant now taken down. Is he going to be able to go after more units? And they are just pretty much diving and dodging every which way. There goes another peasant. And the Blade Master is doing a great job finishing off these peasants, getting up to the next level. Gonna go ahead and Windwalk Strike, finishes off another one again. And now the Blade Master, because of the Circlet of Nobility, the extra hit points, and healing salve, he was able to take down 3 or 4 extra peasants, delay the expansion attempt, and, we'll see what's going to happen here. A little bit of line of sight issues, not being able to scout this out. Being able to delay that expansion was absolutely key. Grunts now getting in the way as well, trying to push back a little bit more damage. There's a Windwalk Strike again. There goes another peasant, and this is all beautifully executed and beautifully done, as we see another unit getting taken out here. Blade Master very low on hit points. Is going to be able to Windwalk down to 34, down to 7 hit points. There is the healing salve. Is he going to Windwalk? No, it does not look like he has the option to Windwalk. He need to be careful. That Footman would have walked up to him and gave him a little love tap there. Meanwhile, the Grunt, is he going to be able to squeeze in and try and take down that peasant? I do not believe so. I do not believe the Blade Master wants anything more to do with this. He's just going to try and heal up all of his units. And at this point, he might be pressing his luck if he continues to move forward with this aggression. All right. Blade Master got to level 2. A lot of damage was done. Blade Master going to go ahead and wind walk right here. Let's take a look. Renegade Wizard, is it going to get taken down? Item, was it picked up? I believe it was. Now going after some of the additional units, trying to go after the Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Not going to have that much luck. Pure up the vitality on that Blade Master. Nicely picked up once again, and now a Blade Master with 800 hit points. Very difficult to take out, but there's no real reason why the Blade Master should be sticking around any longer. He is just going to be overstaying his welcome. Blade Master could try to go, or grunts, or some of these peasants could get taken down here. Let's take a look at this. No mining here whatsoever. Another unit surround as the Archmage trying to get away. Blade Master down to 222 hit points. Healing Salve should be used here in just a moment, trying to get away. Water Elemental, what is he doing? He's getting back into the fight, and that Blade Master has a Death Wish. Blade Master down to 176 hit points. Gonna get back away. Let's take a look. Where are they all teleporting to? Right in the very far back. No real chance whatsoever of pushing through that damage. One Forest Troll Shadow Priest telling the Archmage, stand still. I need to heal you. Blade holding on to this expansion. Beautifully done. Shadow Hunter gonna come bearing gifts of healing salves and clarity potions. There you are once more. Are we gonna be looking at a Hex or a healing wave? Both are viable at this stage in the game. And we say, well, a quick selling of an item. All right, Blade Master, is he going to be able to wind walk? Yes, he does. He does not want to lose his precious healing salve and clarity potion as the Blade Master about to re-engage here. Bestiary is already done. We are looking at Raiders coming across as the Blade Master may try to go after some of these units. Perhaps Archmage knows that something is up. Blade Master going straight after that Archmage. Archmage in a little bit of trouble trying to get back here. A little bit more damage being absorbed. Blade Master going after the units still. There is another Hex as the Blade Master unable to get into the right location. Scroll of Speed being used there. Let's take a look at this. Down goes the Archmage. Blade Master could have some bad days though, as we're going to see some more units getting taken down. All right, Blade Master is down to 27, down to 9 hit points. It gets taken out, but the downside for the human player, for Blade, is that he did not get any experience on any heroes for that Blade Master kill. Meanwhile, the Shadow Hunter now well on its way to level 2. You have to be a little bit careful. There's another Ensnare now. Grunt should be trying to get back. Well, there it goes. Units are now going to be looking to retreat back once more, trying to ensnare units and force an engagement. Shadow Hunter heading back off to the north now. We are teching to tier 2. We see that the Archmage is on its way out. Is there any real base defense here? No. Altar of Kings is now under duress as we see a Footman gonna try and come out and engage. Are we gonna be looking at ensnares? No. Militia now trying to join in on the fight as well. Militia, well, disrupting the healing of the Grunt. Let's take a look. More healing across multiple units. Shadow Hunter still looking to back away. Are we gonna be looking at a couple of ensnares onto some unfortunate units? And this is the problem when you are retreating up against, well, an orc player. Your units in the backfield are just going to get picked off one by one, and that's slowly going to give an experience advantage to orc and focus. Let's take a look at this. More ensnares coming across here. One at a time. They are engaging. Footmen now trying to head back every which way. As you can take a look, there goes another ensnare again. Constant cooldown ready to go. 4 Raiders here ready to go as another peasant gets taken down. Forest Troll Shadow Priest going to easily get taken down there. Shadow Hunter with the healing wave saves some more units. Units are going to be trying to back away again. Raider and Blade Master are going to engage. And once the Raider and Blade Master are here, well, all of a sudden the DPS shift is high. Shadow Hunter down to 171 hit points. It is going to try and back away a little bit more. Healing wave, it keeps alive. Archmage now at level 3, but the Ogre Maulers now and Mercenaries hired back from the other side as well. Archmage trying to put pressure on, but it's going to be in trouble. Is it going to get taken down? Yes, 150 critical strike, and the Archmage, who just saw the light of day, goes back to sleep again. There goes another Mud Golem there. Blade Master able to walk through. Healing wave trying to save some more units. Wind walks. One more strike. There goes a Footman now. Another Grunt is going to get taken down, but Grunt and Footman are going to get lost. That low hit point Grunt down to 29 hit points. For some reason, it wasn't being backed away as all the units well, 40 over 40 supply. Level 3 on the Blade Master. Level 2, almost level 3 on the Shadow Hunter. There is an ensnare. Their follow-up is another ensnare. Blade Master is still right here, focused, playing on a razor's edge here, somehow keeping all of his units alive, while having a Blade Master and multiple Raiders in the red zone. Mountain King is now out on the field, and with that, well, everyone respects the bolt, as the Blade Master, Raiders, and Shadow Hunter says, you know what? I've done enough. Supply count, 40 over 50 compared to 45 off on the other side. Dual Arcane Sanctums here to keep all of the units alive and well. And this is now the follow-up question. How much damage is Focus going to be able to do? And did he get enough of a level advantage after winning those previous couple of battles? He was able to punish his opponent for the fast expansion, and he was able to get experience on his heroes, but at the same time, in the same breath, considering that there is extra economy right now coming in from Blade, does Blade have enough of an economic advantage to really just continue all of this pressure? Let's take a look at this here. Blade Master, Windwalk Strike. We're going to look at a Pocket Great Hall being placed down here momentarily. Level 3 now on the Shadow Hunter. Circlet of Nobility picked up by the Shadow Hunter once more. Blade Master with double Circlets of Nobility. Couple of Forest Troll Trappers will... a couple of Trappers are going to be down across over here as well. We should be looking at an Orc Burrow being placed, as Focus gonna get up an expansion here in just a moment. Shouldn't all of these peons just like, yep, gonna go ahead and return lumber and then get to work. Raiders now making their way through 43 over 60 supply. Blade sitting at 57 over 60. We are at keep. Let's take a look. Raiders are now making their way over here. Arcane Tower easily pushing back once again, as it is going to be a Raider versus Footman Sorceress army with Priest along the back line. The Sorceresses make it a little bit easier for the human player to retreat back, as those Raiders are going to have a more difficult time getting in position, at least until the Spirit Walkers make their way out onto the field. All right, diving straight onto that Archmage. Archmage quickly using a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, going now after the Sorceresses instead. The Sorceresses are the strong portion, but a big clap by the Mountain King amongst a whole bunch of units, still causing some major heartache here. Footmen, well, unable to, or going after Raiders, as the Blade Master may try to go after the Sorceresses as well. Ogre Mauler in the backfield. Spirit Link, Blade Master seeing that level 4. Raiders continuing to fight their way through. You can see all of that slow being cast, but at the same time, in the same way, well, it doesn't really matter, as Spirit Link, or excuse me, the Scroll of Speed was being used there. All right, Raider now getting lost. 2 Raiders are down. Blade Master forced to use the Scroll of Town Portal in order to get away, and one last Raider gets taken down in time as the Archmage gets up to level 4. Blade gonna, if it's able to scout out this expansion and destroy it before it really starts to pay for itself, well, Blade will be in a terrific position to take this game. And it looks like that's exactly what's going to be happening here. Archmage suspecting that there is an expansion of his own. And at this point, this is what he was thinking. He was thinking, what exactly could my opponent have that would help him win? And I need to make sure he doesn't have that, or I punish him for it. All right, Blade Master now coming across here. Forest Troll Berserker about to get taken down. There it goes. Spirit Link once again cast. Wind Riders now back out onto the field. As you can take a look, a big thunderclap against multiple peons. Healing Wave as well. Spirit Link trying to push their way through. Perhaps the Spirit Walker should be going after, yes, the Ogre Mauler or the Footman. Both of those are high priority targets. Wind Riders going after the Priests and the Sorceresses, the Casters, and once those Casters are down, this army actually looks significantly weaker. We can see also a couple of Water Elementals in here as well. There goes another Water Elemental protecting the Wind Rider strategy, as the Mountain King is, well, that one is just an illusion. The main one still seen at 500 hit points. There goes another Ogre Mauler. A big clap coming through again. Blade Master countering with a 150 critical strike. Mountain King now up to level 3. Not going to have enough mana, though, for a big Stormbolt. And, well, that may be the beginning of the end. Wind Riders pushing back against all of those casters once more. Another footman about to get taken down. There goes a Spirit Walker, but who has lost more? 37 supply compared to 43. Both sides have lost a lot, and there's a low hit point footman right there that just should get taken down. There it goes, it gets taken down as the Wind Riders need to get away. Blademaster trying to finish off some more units. Let's take a look. Sorceress is trying to catch up once again. Low hit point footman there. Where's the Blademaster? Blademaster trying to catch up to the Archmage. Archmage, however, has Spirit Link stolen by a Spellbreaker. And let's take a look at here. Are we going to see, Scroll of Town Portal being used once more in order to get away, cutting its losses? And who is in a better spot now? Archmage at 4, getting close to 5. Blademaster is at 4, very close to 5. Shadowhunter is already at 4. Mountain King, I believe, is getting resurrected at level 3. So it is almost 5-4 compared to an almost 5-3. Without Water Elemental losing to Timed Life.
Ready to soar, Master.
More Wind Riders getting added. Wind Riders not upgraded as you do not see a War Mill. Archmage still wandering around off to the north as we have, Priest also getting up their adept training. Are we going in the castle? No, we are not, but we are going into the Griffin Aviary. Griffins, more importantly, Dragonhawks may be the right answer here, but we do also have Raiders with Ensnare. Ensnare is going to really shut things down for those Dragonhawk Riders, as they're not going to be able to shackle, and in fact the Ensnares actually cancel the shackles there. Blademaster finishing off a handful of units again. Blademaster now getting up to 5 there, going to go after the mercenary camp here at the 9 o'clock location. Blademaster purposely backing off. Shadowhunter sitting at 4. Has lots of potions or mana items here ready to go. Most likely will be using one of those here in just a second. Meanwhile, Renegade Wizard will get taken down. There you see a little bit of a purge onto that Raider. Raider down to 76 hit points. Healing Wave saves it. Lightning Shield onto a unit only to see it lost pretty much instantaneously. Shadowhunter picks up a Ring of Regeneration. Good hit point regeneration item, but also, maybe sold at any given moment. Triple Circlets of Nobility plus Claws of Attack plus 6 to every single stat. That Blademaster is deceptively powerful with high above average stats. Wind Riders now going after these units here. Let's take a look. Nightcrawler is going to get taken down. Huntsman, all of these units going to get taken down here again.
Ready to work.
As the Wind Riders now make their way over here to the left. Gargantuan Sea Turtle Creep Camp. We are at Fortress. I don't see a third hero, even though the Shadowhunter and Blademaster are both at level 5, which means no more possible experience for these attacks here. Meanwhile, the Mountain King is actually going to close up on some ground, and I like this play by Blade, setting up a scout tower right here to make sure there is no Blademaster who can come on in and sneak on by. Back at the other end, what items were dropped? Ring of Regeneration, both for the Blademaster and the Shadowhunter. Now, nope, double on that Blademaster. So that Blademaster, while Windwalked, will be healing more than 4 hit points a second, probably somewhere close to 6 to 8 hit points a second. And with that, he is going to be very difficult to take out. The natural regeneration plus Spirit Link, all of those can cause some major problems. Blademaster decides to sell one item in one of those Rings of Regeneration since it was already at full. Ivory Tower is now, or Scout Tower is now done. Does the Blademaster spot it? If he does spot it, he knows that he should not go anywhere near it. Footman quickly walks on by. Voodoo done. Let's take a look. 80 over 80 supply compared to 80 over 90. Focus and Blade having the exact same size armies. Dragonhawk Riders are going to be here ready to go. I do not know. No animal war training. More things getting added in here. Blademaster could try to pick off some of these units from the back. Mountain King, throws down an Ivory Tower again. And these ivory towers are just able to spot that Blade Master and get it into an unfortunate location. All right, Blade Master here, ready to go. Spirit Walker is also in the front line. There's a couple of shackles right there. All three getting shackled. Raiders unable to ensnare, well, able to ensnare a couple of units, trying to finish off the remaining units. There's a Hex onto a Dragonhawk Rider as well to get it out of that fight here. Who has more range units? Who has the better composition to fight in this narrow passageway? Spellbreakers, Forest Roll Berserkers, Sorceresses, so many range units here going against so many melee units, but the armor types are favoring Orc. Alright, depending on how this goes, Spellbreaker could get taken down. A handful of Dragonhawk Riders gonna get fall as well. That Dragonhawk Rider should not live the fight for very long. Quickly gonna get ensnared and taken down. There goes that Scout Tower, no longer revealing that Blade Master. Blade Master gets Healing Wave, tries to get away here as we still see, well, a bunch of slow cast across all of these Wind Riders here. There goes some more damage again. Raiders going after the Archmage. Archmage does have a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. More Disenchant coming through. Mountain King also has potions of invulnerability as well, so no real reason to focus down the heroes, just mainly going after the units. And going after the units normally is not the preferred notion, but it actually seems to be working fairly well, as those Spellbreakers, well, should end up getting taken down. Mountain King getting a Stormbolt in onto that Blade Master. Blade Master down to 198 hit points. Dragonhawk Rider is in the air again. Scroll of Town Portal will teleport him out of harm's way. And where are all of the units going? There goes that Blade Master. Is it going to heal back up? Healing Salve, Clarity Potion? I do believe so. Nope, no items. No items on that Blade Master. Shadow Hunter, however, is at level 6. Big Bad Voodoo is available. Blade Master could be getting up a Blade Storm. And Focus is just in a great spot right now. Archmage, Mountain King, 5-3, not even 5-5 to counter the 6-5 that his opponent is going for. And, well, Blade just has to be on the receiving end of a beatdown, or that's what it feels like, as the Wind Riders and the Orc army is bringing the fight to the human. All right, Archmage here, drop some more Water Elementals. One Dragonhawk Rider. Dragonhawk Rider, not necessarily the best counter to those Wind Riders either, as the Raiders are now making their way through. All right, Raiders trying to dive straight on into the Town Hall. Town Hall is absorbing a whole bunch of damage, and you can see the Raiders' attacks. There is, in fact, pillage. Low hit point Arcane, or low hit point Raider trying to get away. Spirit Link gets away at 11 hit points. There goes the main hall there. Thunderclap across multiple units. Raider could get taken down. Raider down to 25 hit points. It goes down. Meanwhile, Mountain King uses a Potion of Healing, but is it going to be enough? There's another big Thunderclap there. Mountain King able to get away. Potion of Mana and Invulnerability, as it's going to try and perhaps clap again in order to get a little bit more, well, of a leading edge. 80 supply compared to 66. Blade is fighting, and well, at his expansion location with towers and a whole bunch of arcane vaults, but it is not helping him win this battle. Home field advantage not going to be enough here. Shackling one of those Wind Riders finally, but I believe we're going to be looking at an ensnare. Nope, there goes a Raider trying to just take down that Dragonhawk Rider. Units are just backing off every which way. It looks as though one Wind Rider will get taken down. There goes one. Gonna try to go after another. 73 supply compared to 52, and well, there's a big Thunderclap again. Potion of Healing onto the Mountain King. Mountain King, will it be able to stay alive? Down to down to 346 hit points. Able to stay alive. Gets in another big Thunderclap, and as this battle is going on, it's getting closer and closer. 75 compared to 52 now. Finish off the last of the Wind Riders here. Healing Wave saves the Wind Rider again. Raiders are going to be showing up to the party. We could see a couple of ensnares onto some of these units again, trying to ensnare down those Dragonhawk Riders who are pretty much getting free damage. Wind Rider up in the air, back here, ready to go, fighting back pretty much unchallenged, as the Archmage is just too far away. No real anti-air here except for Sorceresses now, as the Archmage is backing itself into a corner. Well, no real reason to stick around in this location here. Blade Master, 232 critical strike. Blade Master also dealing some big damage across the board, is at level 6. Shadow Hunter gets to level 7. And level 6, level 7, Blade Master, Shadow Hunter going up against the Archmage and Mountain King. But Archmage still sitting at level 5. Mountain King, well, doesn't matter. in the end, Focus taking out his opponent pretty convincingly with a huge supply advantage, even though he was down on resources. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.